I'm Tom, partner at Hortons, and I cover Rutland, Melton and East Leicestershire. I've been at Hortons for over 2 years, having joined from a corporate estate agency. Previous to that, I was in an independent estate agency as well, working in sort of Northamptonshire and Rutland. I am a personal agent, so I literally start from valuation right the way through to handing over the keys to the buyer at the end, but on the journey with the client for, throughout the entirety of the process as it's like a single point of contact. A modern estate agent, to my mind, is somebody who can do everything. You're not assigned an individual role, so valuing, negotiating, progressing sales, just managing a team in general. I think a modern estate agent needs to be able to do all of these things. I think they need to be creative, certainly with the way that they present a house. I think in the way that you maybe present something like a Georgian or Victorian property is not going to be the same way that you would advertise or certainly present a house that was built in the last 10 years. They appeal to different types of buyer. They have different features and benefits for each one. And I think, a one-size-fits-all approach, it's just not the way to find the best person for that property. I think you've also got to be strategic with the way that you show a property, but also the way that you conduct yourself, but of course the way that you show the property to people. First person through the door is not always going to be the best person. I think you've got to sort of really evaluate the whole journey and then set a plan and then move forward with that, as opposed to just sort of list it on Rightmove and see who bites, basically. So I live in Oakham with my wife and 2 kids and a dog. We've been living there, in Oakham, but also Rutland itself for the last 13 years. So know the area really well. It's a place that's close to my heart. Just fabulous sort of community feel, even within the 2 towns and even the villages sort of surrounding. And the scenery has to be one. I mean, there's the countryside especially. I mean, it's just stunning. Even making the journey sort of between even Rutland, which is a beautiful county. Sort of travelling the A47 through to the outer limits of the East Leicestershire sort of region that I cover, and you're going across sort of rolling countryside and nice little villages in between. And the architecture again is very varied. A lot of it a lot older, because again the villages themselves are very established, and you've got properties early 1800s in a lot of instances where you just don't find that detail, I guess, in terms of some of the more modern builds. And I thoroughly enjoy property. I think it's something that I get quite passionate about, and that invariably does sort of show in my valuation appointments as well, as a lot of people have commented, you've noticed things that possibly other agents haven't done, even if it's just sort of minor details, that kind of thing. If somebody wants to sell a property with me, first thing they need to do is get in touch, and they can do that in any manner of ways: traditional telephone, email. You can contact me on my social channels, so Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp as well, and importantly, not within the hours, just within the hours of 9 to 5. I'm contactable after hours, quite often till sort of into the evening. That's when a lot of clients, when they're out of work, we tend to sort of communicate through those channels. So I'm fully contactable. I just need to reach out.